Hello and welcome to Deft and Dorky. We're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. How's everybody doing?
Hello.
Hello, doing good.
I'm existing.
You're
He's
existing.
I think I am at least.
Weren't you supposed to go through this phase like 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
He's brooding now.
Or like midlife.
Yeah, you're in the wrong spot. You can see.
The wrong spot for feeling sad.
You haven't hit your like college level philosophy class yet.
Yep.
Yeah. That's when you'll feel real sadness. No, I'm kidding. College level philosophy.
You're gonna learn about some stuff, kid.
Turned my life upside down, dude.
Get you reading some Nietzsche.
Yeah, dude.
Took a vow of silence because of Friedrich Nietzsche. All right.
It'd be more like YouTube philosophers these days. I watch a lot of Wisecrack on YouTube.
All right.
That's what it is.
Wisecrack. Oh, I gotta bring up my epic Excel document.
Yeah, you better get on that.
Dude, it's awesome, man.
I saw it. I like it. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Okay, so my brother, my older brother,
Mm-hmm.
like 3 or 4 years ago, he's doing some DIY stuff and he has a table saw and he pushes his thumb through.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And
Classic.
so lately his favorite joke is like, I gave it 1.5 thumbs up. I'm like, dude.
They just saw the end of his... Did it completely cut it off?
No, kind of just the tip.
Just
Just the tip.
Tip, dude.
They could have put that tip back on. Now it's probably all mangled.
He needs like, one of those table saws that like stops if it like hits a hot dog or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, those are crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
how they work. I haven't looked into
I
it.
don't know how they were either.
It's via electrical signal.
Hmm.
It senses it, and then it instantly just destroys your table saw and saves your finger.
It destroys your table saw?
Yeah, the way it stops it really fast is the blade spins, and it's got a big hunk of aluminum, and when it detects it, it just rams that aluminum right into the saw blade, and it brings the saw straight down, ruins the blade, ruins the... You gotta replace all that stuff. But you don't get your finger cut off. That's
Yeah,
the nice part.
I mean, my brother's a freaking dentist, so he ain't a dentist no more.
Jesus.
Because he can't use his thumb effectively anymore. So
He's
Gotta
no
use,
longer one of the great apes. He's
You gotta use a pusher, dude. You gotta have one of those big, like, pushers that you push the wood through.
yeah, it was.
Scary stuff, dude.
Yep. It was indeed.
Yeah, I'm in full panic mode every time I see one of my friends use power tools.
I gotta go. I can't watch this.
When I see someone pick up a grinder and I can just tell, I'm like, they've never turned one of these on in their life. They turn it on and I'm just like, you'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Don't let it go back at you. Don't do that. No, don't just stop.
That's probably if I was like going to use any kind of new power tool. My first question is where's the emergency off switch?
Yeah. You gotta be careful with those emergency off switches. One of the pieces of equipment we have has a big red emergency stop button. And when they were setting up the piece of equipment, the guy goes, if you get your finger caught in this thing, or your hand or whatever, do not hit that emergency stop button.
What?
And we were like, what? And he goes, it doesn't, if the jaws come down and bite your finger or bite your hand or whatever, and you know, you're stuck in there, if you hit the emergency stop, it literally just cuts power to the machine. So you'd have to wait for them to power it back on to open it and release your finger.
What good is this?
It just like hard cuts power to the thing. Oh, man.
All right. Well, enough about power tools that are dangerous. Last time, you guys spent most of your time trying to figure out what was going on in Adavos. Multiple experiments were taken, performed.
Oh, Davos.
and you finally got a grip on sort of what was going on, and people were coming out of their houses whenever someone would walk up. You got a bit of a heads up that something was going to be in the basement of the general store. You guys went down there, and it was a beholder. But you took care of it.
We did.
Without much of an issue. So that's kind of where we are. You guys just finished killing the beholder. It is sort of dying in front of you.
I think it is.
Guy.
As you guys are landing the killing blow, and Merton, you're like right in there. I don't remember if it was. I think it was Vonik that got the killing blow, but you were right in there with him. And you look down and you see your hammer. You sort of get this blue like metallic like foil sort of starts going up the handle and sort of wraps around the head of the hammer, and it now looks different. Feels different too.
Throw it away. I throw it to the side.
Very well.
I think I'm in mid-rage at the moment, so.
Okay.
Like I'm in mid. I think I'm in. Did I do the other rage?
Frenzied rage?
Yeah, I think I'm in frenzied rage right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just throw it. I just throw it. I don't want to touch that.
Okay. You guys all notice it too. It looks beautiful.
Your hammer is now a power tool.
Where's the off switch?
Where's the off switch on this thing?
So yeah, you guys are just sitting down there. That thing is dead. For a moment goes by, and you start hearing footsteps above you in the general store. You hear someone open the door up there. People are starting to walk down those stairs.
Yeah.
Beholder's dead, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over there as a dinosaur and just like
Yeah,
rawr up the steps.
you're like
I
crouched hard in there.
Nice.
It's not
I'm
a tall ceiling.
I want to get over there and put my head up the stairwell and go rah.
Nice,
wait.
dude.
How could you walk around in their normal suit?
I just sit down and just look at my hammer.
Okay.
Don't touch it. Just look at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna real quickly cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. So Ray, Mouse, you you're crouched way down because you're a T-Rex in this tiny building.
I know. I'm like dragging my head across the ceiling, trying to scrape my way over to the stairwell.
And you hear these footprints. The door opens and they start coming down. They're coming down kind of slow. And you turn your head up there and look, and you see a couple of people go, ah! And they start going, run back up the stairs. They slam the door.
As they run back up the stairs, and I'm gonna release my spell, turn back into my human form. Be like, don't worry, they're gone, guys.
Good job.
All right.
Merton, you're looking at your hammer, and it looks very nice. And whenever now that you've had a chance to sort of not be in your rage anymore, it feels comfortable. It feels like it's yours now.
I'll touch it and inspect it.
Okay. It's already in your bags, by the way.
Ooh.
I wanna search this room for anything that looks like it could be magical in nature.
Are you doing anything special, or are you just looking around?
I don't have any spells. I'm not gonna cast any spells. I'm just gonna look around with what arcane knowledge I have of.
Go ahead and make an investigation or arcana check. Your choice.
Is it really dark down here or something?
There's a couple of like braziers in the corners.
I have
Okay.
+8 to this.
Okay.
21.
21. Looking around, this stuff all seems pretty mundane. This is just a general store basement.
There any everything's mundane, but is there anything of relative value or worth?
Looking around, it's just a general store basement. It's got some old
Listen,
grain bags and stuff, and
we'll get a reward. We save these people.
Weird. Don't you think that's weird?
I think we need to go
beholders like
find-
money and stuff.
We need to go out and find the 2 guys that I came here to find.
Do beholders
Yeah.
like money? Or are they just controlling them for the fun of it?
Yeah, maybe it's.
you can all make we'll call it an Arcana check, but it's a very high DC to know the motivation, the typical motivation of a beholder.
Well,
Ooh.
Vonnex not too
Natural.
Arcana trained.
18.
Ooh.
I only got a 17.
Roll one just for fun.
With an 18, you would know that beholders think are aberrations, but that's about it.
Fantastic.
Well,
And-
should we
and
see?
Some of you rolled like Arcana checks to know a little bit about them last time, and yeah, you still wouldn't know their motivations, but you know about what you already knew pretty much.
Should we see if there's anything different about the town?
Yeah, we need to go up. We'll go
You
up and
go
talk
up?
to all these
Head
people.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to find those guys. That's what we came here for originally.
Okay, you guys start to head up the stairs, and you hear hammering.
Hammering?
Hammering, like sealing the door?
Yeah, you say, I don't know what it was. You can hear through the door, but it's big. You're just hammering the door.
I'm gonna
I got
push
this.
the door. Yeah,
That's
I was about
great.
to
I
say.
take my hammer to the door.
That's great.
My new hammer.
Nice.
I'm gonna try this thing out.
You guys, go ahead and hit the door. Make an attack roll.
You're gonna stick your face
Comes
through
a
and say,
one.
"Ears."
26
They turn-
definitely hits. Go ahead and roll
Let me
damage.
turn back into a dinosaur and put my head out.
Just get stuck in the hallway.
50. Yeah, you break
I-
break a big hole in the door. There's back up, and there's as a hammer comes through the other side of the door. What do you do?
What?
It's not, I say, it's not funny. Open the door.
Who are you?
The guy with the hammer. Open the door.
There was something in there. This big lizard thing.
I look around. Nope. Open the door.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
That's great.
Is your persuasion also
Oh, wait,
plus
wait.
2?
Oh, no, it's plus 4. So that was actually 18.
18? He goes,
Yeah.
well, I guess you don't look like a lizard. It seems like it would have eaten you. Okay. Start pulling the boards off the door.
I,
They open it up.
I guess you don't look like a lizard.
You know, I guess you're
I
right.
stroll out.
That's awesome.
As I stroll out, I'll look around and see if they still look the same. Like, we see they sort of had like a Pleasantville kind of vibe before.
Yeah, everyone that you saw was just like smiling at you. It was uncomfortable. These people are not smiling. They ran over here because they ran over here, and then they saw a T-Rex head, and then they started boarding up the door. Like, where did it go? Where'd that lizard thing go?
What's
There's
the
a
last
giant
thing you
creature
remember
in the
before
basement.
that lizard?
What happened to it?
I said, what's the last thing you remember before that lizard?
Oh, wow. It's, yeah, it's all kind of a haze. It's, it was months ago. He starts, like, you see he's, like, trying to figure out what was happening. He's even trying to figure out why he ran over here.
I'll drop my invis and I'll be like, "What day is it?
And he's,
What year is it?"
I don't know what day it, I don't know what day it is. Is it Tuesday?
Lucky guess.
It is not Tuesday.
It
Look,
is in
guess. He just like,
Tuesday.
dang, you got it, dude.
Well, they're still mind controlled. Better kill them all.
Yep. We have to put these boys down.
Fireball. No, I'm not.
Fireball.
Fireball! I'm at the bottom of the stairs going, could you move away from the door so the rest of us could get out of here?
Yeah,
You're staying in there.
that's some thanks down here, man.
Yeah, he says, I was just working on a thing, and then I don't know. I ran over here, and I saw that lizard. I don't know.
Last test. How do you feel about Odavos?
The town we're in?
Yeah,
This
how do you
is
feel about it?
Davos.
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
It's fine.
Okay, good. I
I'm
think
gonna
we're
look
done.
at Jace and say, maybe we better find the town mayor and explain to him what's happened.
Yeah, take us to your leader.
It is still
goes to your
nighttime,
leader.
by the way. But as
Well,
you
I don't
guys
think,
walk
I
out
don't
of
think
the,
this explanation can wait till morning.
as you guys walk out of that general store, you see that there are lights coming on, all throughout the town.
I will use my drift globe to light the town.
With daylight?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for anyone suspicious. Like Merton thinks there's always more than just what it is. So there's someone else that knows what's going on here. I'm looking out for those people.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception or insight, your choice.
They're both the same.
Lots of people.
Merton's tired. Merton past his bedtime.
It's past.
Hey, you guys come out of there and the lights are starting to turn on. You put daylight up in the sky and everyone's like, oh, jeez. And then you start to
You're
hear...
just following me around.
Lights go back off.
You start to hear a big bell, and it's coming from the where the town hall, the town center is. And you hear people like, "Come out, we're doing a head count," that kind of thing. You see the innkeeper come out, looking a little dazed. You also see the two folks that you were sent there to find.
I'm gonna make my way over to those two people immediately.
Okay. They come out of the inn and they start looking around, but they are not immediately heading towards the town center.
I'll stick with Mouse. I have
Yeah,
invested interest here.
I'm just gonna make my way to them.
We'll split the party.
I'm gonna head to the town center.
Okay.
I'll go to the town center as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go there too.
All right. Testuzmo, which way are you going?
Go with everyone else.
Awesome. It's split, so I don't know what that means.
Where's the other group going?
Half are going to... Well, a little more.
We're gonna
half
go
are
look
going
for
to-
animals.
They're going to the town center where there's basically a town meeting is about to happen, and some are going towards the people that you were sent there to find.
I just got the town center.
Yeah, somebody's got to stay and explain to the town leader what's happening.
So yeah, as you guys start moving over to the town center, there's a bunch of everyone's. It just sounds like Walla. It's all talking over everybody, and finally, some guy gets up and goes, "Calm down, everyone. Calm down. Is everyone here? Everyone's neighbors. You know everyone. Are we all here?" And they're sort of looking around, and they don't know. Well, it looks like most of us are here anyway. We can do a better head count in the morning. Who knows what's going on? Look around, and all the people are just more talking amongst themselves, trying to figure out what was happening.
Oh. We'll let you know what's going on.
Who are you?
We're from out of town. We're just passing through. You guys were all being
Actually,
controlled by... wait.
We are adventurers who saved you, and we take reward, gold, silver, platinum, whatever you like. But we saved you
You're
from a
the man.
beholder.
From a
We
what
did.
now?
It's like a big meatball living over there in the basement of the general store. It's controlling your minds.
About this time, someone comes running out. There's something in the cellar. The general store. He goes, what? What is happening? You better show me this. The rest of you guys try to find out if everyone's still accounted for. And he comes back and looks at the beholder corpse with you. And he says, "You all killed this?"
We took care
Yes.
of it for you.
We would be called. Our group is the Nameless Few. Surely you've heard of us.
I'm so glad he's here for the advertising. I always forget to do these
He
things.
just sort of looks at you. Can't say I have. But,
Well, now you know.
Every time Martin hears the word "the nameless few," he just sighs.
Nobody chimes in
He's
to
standing
change it,
behind
though.
us going,
I feel like Merton's just sighing like 90% of the time.
He just likes to sigh. That's what we just expect.
He's got asthma.
yeah. Ugh.
You can see he's like sort of starting to put stuff together, and he's like every now and then he's just like reaching up and look like he has a small headache. And this is some of it's coming back. It's still real hazy. Ooh, I don't think any of us were in control of what we were doing.
No, you're all really pleasant.
That's this thing's fault.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
In
we,
control. I don't know how long it's been here.
I guess we do owe you something.
Like I said again, you know, platinum, gold, silver, whatever you like. We do take payment.
Are you okay? Sure. Let's go back up to the town center, and he's as you come out, he turns to a couple guys and just sort of speaks softly to them, and they sort of nod and they head back down to go into that cellar. Over the course of this conversation, he's like, what's the date? What is today?
Hey DM, what is today?
It's-
Give me a weather report.
Tuesday.
It is January 5th. It is very cold right now in the middle of the night.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
January 5th, yeah. Testuzo's guy. He's our calendar guy.
This is January.
Intern work.
Intern work. Yeah, he's our calendar guy. Intern calendar guy.
January? We've been like that. It's January?
It's January. My guy's got it.
You must be trying to take my lines.
Give me come up with a weather report for me.
Oh, you want a weather report?
Tell him so he can tell me. I'll take my headset off.
There's no precipitation today. Currently, it is about 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
Woo, it is chilly out here.
A few clouds. Light wind, 1 to 3 miles per hour from the southeast.
I repeat every word. I repeat everything word for word.
I go, wow, that was an incredible weather report.
He looks bewildered that it's January. He's sort of thinking about things. I will find something to give you. Hold on. And he goes goes into the town hall there. He says, you can follow me into my office. And he goes into his office, starts sort of scrounging around. He pulls out a little box, opens it up. He says, we're a small town, but here's, I feel like 100 gold is not enough, but it's what we got.
I'll reach in and thank you.
You just take one gold coin, or did you?
No, I
thank
took
you
the
and
bag.
go- Oh, okay, it's a bag. It's a bag. I thought it was in a box.
He pulls a bag out of a box.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought it was just loose coins in a box.
He's got a bag in a box.
It's a bag in a box.
He says, well, 100 gold seems like not much for pulling us out of a 6-month trance, but
6 months.
6 months. That sounds terrible.
I can't remember the exact day, but it was middle June, maybe
And you're all
17th or 18th, 19th, somewhere in there. All you guys, except for Tez Tuzmo, all of you guys make me we'll call it an investigation check.
even the two of us that walked away,
Oh, if you're not there, then no.
because we went over to talk to the other guys before
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
realize what's happening and leave.
Oh, I never investigated
20.
anything in my life.
Never
I rolled a
investigated.
19 plus 1. That's 20. I went everything.
Okay. So, are you rolling one, Joe?
What is it?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Nope.
Okay, so Merton, when he says that date, you're like, that was the night. That was around the time I met these guys. And Teztuzmo, when he says that date, you're like, that was around the time Feathers went missing. But now we'll jump over to the other.
Where is this at
the
again?
other group. This is
Like in the continent?
Yeah, we're on the map, are we? Thinking that too.
Davos is right here.
Oh, so like not far at all from.
Yeah, this is
Where
where
we
you
met.
guys met.
And where was the Feathers incident?
It was in this region somewhere.
We were on the way, and we explored around this area for the.
Yeah, you guys were up in here, this area for the thing.
Portal investigation.
Portal investigation.
So, yeah, now we'll jump over to the other two, and you walk over to them, and they're like looking at each other, sort of.
It was
looking
Jace
around.
walking. Well, Jace is going with me, right? You went with
Yep.
me, Jace.
Yeah, but Mouse, you. This is.
Yeah.
I'll follow your lead.
So as they're looking around a little confused, I'm going to approach them and say, "Hello, friends. I know you're a bit
They
confused,
sort of squint at you.
but..." And then under my breath, I'm going to say, "Graven sent me." And see if there's any recognition of the name when I say that.
Sorry, I missed what you cut out a little bit for me. What'd you
I'm going to look at them, and under my breath, I'm going to say, "Graven sent me
Oh, okay.
to find you."
Yeah, when you walk towards them and say hello, like greetings, friends, you can see them, not like overtly, but you can see like they start reaching towards their hip. And you say,
Yeah.
Graven sent me quietly, and they sort of relax. Say, what's
And
today?
as they relax, I'm going to be like, 2 weeks ago, you were sent here to deliver a package. And you were mind controlled by an entity that was in this town, unknowingly. We have since dispatched that entity, and you are now free. I suggest that you make haste back to Brable. Or no, not Brable. It's
Takria.
Takria. Make haste back to Takria and report in with Graven.
They just nod
Let
at
him
you.
know that, and let him know that Mouse Mouse freed you guys, and he should be checking in at some point with him.
They both nod at you. One of them starts walking at a normal pace towards the outside of town. The other one makes his way sort of in town a little bit, and he kind of disappears.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I figure he's thinking he's gonna try to deliver his package that was supposed to be done 2 weeks ago, so I wouldn't think much of it. That was basically our quest. Go find his guys, find out what happened. Yeah.
It's late, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's late. I think we should get. I'm gonna look at Jason. And I think maybe we get a room at this inn that they've been raving about.
Yeah, I've heard it's free.
I've heard it's free too. Yeah.
So I'm gonna head into the inn and see about getting a room.
Okay, there's no one in there right now.
Yeah, should we like reconvene? I guess
Yeah.
actually
They just
no.
got done
Just
with
gonna-
the traumatic event. You're sitting at the counter like, wait, where? No
I'm
service.
gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. I'm gonna actually. You know what?
Like-
I'm gonna go find the other guys. Let's meet up.
Okay,
Off
so
of a star on
I'm
Google
gonna go back out
Reviews.
into the town square where I last seen them headed.
Yeah.
eventually you guys all meet up. What would you like to do?
First thing I found the guys. They're back to their normal senses, and they're gonna report back to Graven, which is what we were sent here to do. So that's taken care of.
I think I would suggest that we stay the night recover a little bit, and then head back out in the morning.
For sure. Sounds like a good plan.
I'll tell the mayor, like, hey, I know people have probably been through a lot with this, but it's late and can't really do anything till the morning. We'll find you, though, in the morning.
Okay.
All right.
What do you need? What do you need me for?
That's not what we need of you, but I imagine you need us.
Well,
I guess not.
I
Okay,
thank you
well.
for all you've done, but unless there's another one coming, there's not another one, right?
Right, well, have fun rebuilding your town that's been do nothing for 6 months, I suppose. You don't need us, that's fine, we get it. I don't need you either. So take that.
Pat you
You're
on
a
the back. I'm like,
strange bunch.
Yeah, well.
it'll be all right, boss.
If you need a room, I'm sure Will can get you set up. He points over to the guy that you know as the innkeeper.
Room and drink and food.
The
Cool.
innkeeper comes
Will
over
that
to you
you
and says, yeah, well, I mean, sure, whatever you need.
Fantastic.
Out of character, real quick. Who's Jarvian Brechtel?
That's my dad.
Okay, I have this in my notes, and I'm like, I didn't put anything next to the name. I'm like, I just have this name in my notes, and I'm like, who is this guy?
Either super important or not at all.
Yeah, or I wrote it down.
I was just like, I'm looking at this name with this list of stuff, and I'm like, who's that? Okay, all right, back to the story.
Is it in the spreadsheet?
It is in the spreadsheet.
All right, so yeah, you guys are treated to a room and food. Although he is like, if you need something else, I'm turning in. If you need something, you can, I'll come help. But
Help ourselves. Cool. I like the vibe. Dope. Hop over the counter.
but yeah, so you guys have food and drink and room for the evening. You get a long rest.
Nice.
Woo.
Well, everyone. It's not much, but 16 pieces of gold for everyone.
16 pieces.
Hey, for something we needed to do anyways. So hey, all right.
When I leave the room, I'm just gonna leave my 16 gold in the room.
Okay.
Oh, that's so nice.
Aww. Merton's just a cinnamon roll.
Say. Oh yeah, Merton. What's up with your what's going on with that? I point to his hammer.
I don't know. I like it better the other way. Now it's all fancy, like something you'd be using.
Now it's got beholder blood all over it.
I'm disappointed by how fancy this hammer is. I need a more salt of the earth hammer.
Before we go to bed, I'm going to cast Fly into my ring.
Okay.
Oh man.
See, it does feel good though. Swings a little harder.
It was just so as nighttime comes around, I'm going through my bag, my handy haversack, and I'm pulling out all these damn glass bottles. I'm like, why do I have 20 glass bottles in my bag?
Why do you? Wait, what is that?
We got 20 glass bottles from something, and
I don't remember
What's the
that.
place you got
My
the
bad.
haversack? That was the...
Oh, that was right. That was in the Feywild, right?
Every time Mouse moves around, he's just going, "Tickling."
A whole bunch
that
of
was,
jingling.
That was outside the
things don't move around in the handy haversack. Huh?
Fey Fire
Fey Fire.
Carnival, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fire.
yeah, 20 glass bottles.
Yeah, long rest is had. What would you guys like to do in the morning?
Stretch. Get breakfast, morning workout. Let's head out of here, dude.
Probably should. I'm gonna once everybody meets
Science.
up, I'm gonna say we need to head back to Takria and report back in with my contact in the Guild of Shadows or whatever it was.
Should we investigate?
And see if
Yeah.
we can get that information
Town?
about Jace's father.
I mean, Don't we want to know where this thing possibly came from?
Wait, did you guys tell us that it happened on the same day?
Merton is the one
What?
who remembered.
Yeah.
And Test 2's the one who remembered about his thing, but he wasn't with you at that time.
I don't know that. Merton
If he wouldn't have
sees-
said anything.
He doesn't see the significance, so I don't think he cares to share it.
Fair enough.
I don't need to know that. I just
I
don't
was
we
just
want
asking.
to know where this thing came from?
Yeah.
I don't think we need to go right away necessarily.
See that the people are safe.
Yeah, see that people are safe. See if we can figure out where it came from. He's right. That's what we need to do. I mean, we're not in any hurry to get back. We did this job pretty quickly. Was there a time frame?
No, we're just the sooner we get that information about Jace's father, that's what we did this whole thing for.
Seems
Yes.
strange that this thing just popped into a little village, though. We should
Yeah.
probably try to figure out where it came from.
Exactly. Why this area?
Should we return to the scene of the crime?
Yes.
Let's head back over to the.
I have -1
No, it's
investigation, so I'm going to get out like one of those fingerprint duster things, and I'm going to be doing that. But I don't
You're
really
like-
know what I'm doing.
Like in Ace Ventura 2, when he's going, everything's just white. Not
Yeah.
a single print.
Not a single print in this.
Like, you're actively like making it worse.
Yeah.
You're erasing fingerprints.
Yeah. I have -1 investigation. I'm trying my best.
There's a bunch of
What?
books down there, too, wasn't there?
Bunch of what?
Books. Isn't it like a bookshelves?
It was shelves, but it was filled with like stuff that you would find in a general store.
Oh, down in the basement.
It was just basically their stock room, but it had
Wasn't
been dug
I
out.
thought that was okay. Been dug out by the beholder or by people.
I mean, you weren't sure. You don't know.
People controlled by a beholder.
I'm
Look.
gonna go investigate.
Yeah.
Uh,
What kind of cool strikes made this dig?
Over.
you guys, I mean, they allow you to go down there. No problem. They're like, why do you want to go down there? They do.
We're
ask why.
kings of the city.
You want to figure out where this thing came from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. You go down there and you see the two guys that the mayor sort of spoke softly to are trying to like hack this beholder into pieces and take it out and bury it.
I'll tell him.
Wait,
Don't eat it.
can I do a? Is it an would it be an Arcana check if there's any valuable parts of a beholder?
Sure.
Does I have advantage? Why do I have advantage? Oh, I have advantage because of Rune Carver. Sweet. Not that it helps. I mean, it does help, but a 10 and a 1.
10. I mean, something you could sell something to someone. I mean, if there's a buyer for it, someone will buy it.
Do I need sun-dried eye stalk jerky? Hallucinogenic.
Yeah. With a 10, you're just like, I mean, this is a rare thing. Someone will buy something off of it, but I don't know what's valuable.
Fair enough. Okay, I don't care. That's it.
Just drag
I'm
the
not gonna-
whole thing back with you. Hey,
I'm
who
not-
wants some beholder pieces?
Who wants some of this meat?
You'd probably carve out the eye or
They're hacking
something.
it up because it's too heavy to haul out of here.
Yes, and
I guess
very, very.
me and you could
large.
probably haul it out of here.
Uh,
Come on, Merton.
but as you're going down there to look through, like to
I got
sort
it.
of make an investigation check for me, Merton.
Investigation.
Investigate.
11. You look when you're going down there. You do see that, and you noticed this the night before. There are shovels in the corners. And the way it's dug out doesn't look like it was done by like tentacles or anything. It looks like shovel work.
Is it relatively fresh, or is it like?
Parts of it are fresher than others. I mean, the further out it goes, the more fresh it is.
And is it just like equally opened up, or does it look like they were like tunneling towards something?
It looks. Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation. All tides of chaos. This. Nah. Well. Said I
Natural
was.
20. You can be pretty certain that this was done because that thing is big, and it was kind of cramped in here.
Okay. Okay. So there wasn't like a point to it.
Nope,
And
didn't seem like it.
We can assume that it either poured it in or it came down the stairs.
I mean,
Would it-
judging by
fit down the stairs?
the size of the stairs, like you don't know how much it could squeeze. It could maybe get down there, but seems
Mhm.
likely that it was
And looking
made
over the
in there.
walls, we don't see any.
Made in there.
It was
Openings.
made in here.
Well, it was appeared in there. It didn't
Like a ship in a
likely
bottle?
was not. Yeah, like a ship in a bottle. It likely was not moved in there. It likely was in there to begin with.
What you do is you lay the eye stalks down and then you pull a string and then they pop them back out.
Yep.
They built a town around it.
You got to put it in there mast by mast, like stalk by stalk.
There's nothing of value to the beholder, right? Oh, you already looked at that, Eric. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh
You-
yeah.
you can make
My
an Arcana
investigation
check
was
if you want.
terrible. You could do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Trogdor.
20 Arcana. You have heard that like maybe if you could get something for some of the parts, but largely the reason that their stuff works is when they're alive. So while you can get some value out of some of the things, it takes the right buyer and it takes the right, like it has to be pristine and kept, like nothing that you guys have just hacked at this thing and now they're hacking at it more. So
Yeah.
it is unlikely you're going to be able to pull anything of value from this at this point.
With what's left, can I investigate and see, or like a medicine check or something to see if, like it was going anywhere, like if it was porting out to different places, or if it just stayed in this spot, like if it has dirt or like scratch marks on it, or some sort of signs of it being elsewhere other than just this cave.
What? Tell me how you would figure that out.
Medicine check, it's got claw marks on it, or there's leaves under its
Okay.
eye stalk cracks.
Go ahead and make either medicine or
Or-
investigation your choice.
Or like, what about like, is there anything about it that defines its native environment? You know what I mean?
Like where it came from?
Yeah, like, oh, it's weird finding an iguana in this.
Yeah, with the Arcana checks that you made both last night and today, you guys would know that generally these things come from a place called the Far Realm.
Okay.
And with your medicine check, it looks like most of the things, I mean, it's been hacked away quite a bit by this point, but you don't see anything more than what you guys did or what likely these folks have done trying to transport it.
I want to look around the room, see if I see any like ruins or anything that might indicate that somebody brought this thing here.
Okay, no roll needed for that. There's nothing on the ground or anything.
Is there anything special about Odebos? Like, why this place?
Well, give me a history check.
Or like, we could go talk to the mayor, I guess, and be like,
Yeah, maybe a question for the mayor. Or anybody.
I'll roll this. But
Innkeeper may know more than the mayor.
yeah, that's true.
13? Yeah, up until recently you didn't even know this town existed.
Place is a dump. Okay. And maybe we have a chat with some of the more well-knowing individuals.
And while you guys are down there, the two of you that were not with them initially do overhear these people hacking this thing up. Like, did you hear? It's January? And one of them says, 6 months, right? So you guys know about roughly that it's been about 6 months.
6 months was the Fayfire Festival?
It was in June, yep.
Oh, the
Huh.
Fade Fire was in that was in June. That's when we started.
Yep. Actually, yeah. Go
Huh.
ahead. So Mouse and Jace make me a investigation check for that. See if you can figure that out.
Investigation. All right.
20.
Well, maybe. I closed my screen out. So. All right. Well, it doesn't want to come through. So +8 to this.
Plus, so
24.
Hey.
both of you are over 20. So yeah, both of you remember that's about the time that you met all these other people, and then since you're 20 or plus, you both remember that night some weird stuff showed up in that town.
Yeah. The ghosts.
The ghost.
And that damn statue, man. I
What
knew
town,
it.
what town was that? I don't have the
I don't
notes
remember the
for that
statue.
First night. What was the
I've
name of
got
that
it.
town?
What was the name of that town?
It was just outside
It's
the
at first.
festival.
Plena.
Lena.
Norden was the town just outside the festival. Plena is where you guys met up.
With Reginald Booley,
Lena's where the
local
ghost-
hero.
The ghost attacked the tavern, right?
Yep.
While we were in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Local hero.
Reginald Booley. Saved kids from a bear attack.
Yeah, if I put that together, I would share that with everybody. Like, hey, guys, you realize that this town lost connection with the world at the same time that town that got attacked by ghosts where we met?
Is there something like especially cosmic about that like timeline? You know what I mean?
Saturn in retrograde.
Yeah, Saturn in retrograde.
Well, go ahead and roll me. We'll call it a history check, sure.
Oh, the planets aligned, like in Night at the Museum.
Or Arcana,
Exactly.
your choice.
Ben Stiller, Arcana or history, is that what you said?
Yeah.
This is gonna be an Arcana.
Yeah, I'll throw in an Archon.
Yeah, sure. Wait, can I make that check?
I mean, you can. You don't need to.
Yeah, he rolled a 21. I definitely don't need to.
Yeah, you're thinking about it. It's like, is there anything special
right
about
back.
that time? And you're like, no, I don't think so.
Not like summer solstice or anything like that. Not that that's especially magical or anything, but maybe. I don't know.
Summer. I mean,
What was the weather on that day, Isaac?
I could tell you, but you don't remember.
Keen mind, No, I'm just kidding.
Keen mind. Summer solstice is the first day in July, so
Okay. So this was a little before that.
yeah.
Okay. So weird. So this is truly like odd circumstance.
Is there any connection with ghosts and beholders?
Make me an Arcana check.
I'll just say it out loud.
Okay. So anyone who wants to make an Arcana check.
Oh man, I think I have a +5. I'm just this.
Oh,
I'll
plus
make
8.
a check just because.
15.
That's 7 for me. I've been good.
12.
With those, yeah, none of you guys can. I don't think so.
How do we
Hey.
solve the ghost problem? Or we just left?
We just left.
You killed some of them, and some of them snapped out like they had snapped in.
And then we went, wow, that was weird, and we left.
Yep.
We looked all over that town.
You did your due diligence, and they were like, "We don't know. It never happened before, but seems fine now."
We investigated every inch of that statue.
Is that why we know what the
Um,
local hero's name is?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tez. Yeah, I'm curious. We picked you up around this area too. Like, anything weird happened to you 6 months ago?
Yeah, that's when my friend Feathers were missing.
Like, everyone that you knew died, and he just mysteriously disappeared?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Dang, that's
Like he
brutal.
He said, like, stay here, and then, like,
Yes.
You stayed?
you stayed, and he disappeared.
Well, okay, we were on the return home, and then he just.
I can barely hear you, David.
Your microphone's. Oh, there you go.
Like I said,
There he is.
we were on the home. We were on the return journey, and he just disappeared.
Where?
I don't know. 1 minute he was behind me, the next he was gone.
Well, I'm saying where. Like, where were you when he disappeared?
We were in like this forest.
In like which forest?
This forest. I
You
don't know how to
were
explain this in
you were in a jungly area near small town of Riolo.
Okay. Explain that then.
You would know. It's this road goes like this way, and it's Riolo's like kind of back up in here. So you were like,
Yeah, we met him in that forest, didn't we?
no, you met him on the
Just on-
road. You were coming out of that forest and met him on the road.
Like, do we have a feel for, like, how far away we were from... Like, all this is relatively the same region.
Yeah, how far away are we from that? Should we go investigate that?
Go back to the...
Do we have a map of the area?
I think so. Yeah.
I pull out the
you have
map.
a basic map, and you've sort of filled in some of the stuff. Like the basic map doesn't have doesn't have this road, which you guys have filled in a little bit. Doesn't have this road. Doesn't have this road, which if you Tez Tuzmo, he can fill in a road that goes over here for you.
Is there any chance on the map that, like, the lines from each of the towns, if you, like, traced lines on the map to each town, does it make sort of a symbol or a cross in another town that we haven't been to?
I mean, just makes a triangle.
It makes a triangle.
3 points makes a triangle.
Is there any towns in that?
Is it
triangle?
obtuse? No.
Not that any
Right
of you
angle?
know of. I mean,
Right angle?
that's-
Yeah.
Give me
A geometry check? Isosceles?
everyone who's doing this, give me one more investigation check.
I'll do it.
I'm not putting this together. I'm waiting for everyone else.
You guys don't
I
have
haven't-
that together yet.
What you guys thinking about over
You
there?
got something for me to punch.
I rolled a 14.
Nope.
15.
Okay, so Merton, I'll say 19's pretty good. Merton sort of puts together that, because you guys don't know exactly where you were in the jungle, but Merton sort of puts together that I think that you think that sort of sinkhole place that you guys were at, kind of in the middle of all those three.
Oh yeah, those elves. Or no,
Gith.
not elves.
Gith?
Yeah. Those
Okay.
guys. We saw that and we ran away.
Where do we know where the Gith come from?
You guys never researched it.
Yep.
Hmm.
We
Back
should
to
go
the
back
library!
So
Where are the
we
scholars we
never-
dropped off?
Yeah,
We
you
never
could-
heard of
you
them
could ask
before.
them.
We don't know about that species at all, except for that.
I think that you guys talked to the people that you were taking through there, those scholars, and they're like, I think they're from like the Astral Sea or something. They knew a little bit about it, but at the time, at least, they didn't know a lot about it. They
Said they were researching it.
yeah, they said that they would look into all these things. See you later. Here's your money. They said if you find out anything else about that place or anything, and then let us know. We'd like to know. But
We should go back and tell them too.
Yeah.
I think we need to get maybe
Odds are they're smarter than us.
someone more powerful involved in this, right? I mean,
We need to know what it is
if
first,
the,
right?
if the Gith are there, and they're doing something that's setting free things like ghosts and beholders. Might want to put an end to that.
Yeah, this could be some like cosmic interference.
We haven't seen anything else, and the two things we have seen, we've dealt with. Could be nothing.
Could be something.
Could be somewhere in the middle. A little bit of something, but kind
We
of
should
blow
ask
over.
this innkeeper and see if there's any reason that this thing would target this town.
Do we know? Yeah, we should.
No, we
do that.
know that the beholder popped into existence in that room, right?
You believe that is likely, yes.
Okay. He's too big to fit down the stairs.
Do we remember if anything happened? Like Norden was fairly close to all that stuff too, right? Like, do we know if anything happened like where the festival was?
When you went up there, I think you even had asked people, and they said no, everything was fine here.
That's like within a certain proximity.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the map, those three towns, Riolo, Plina, and Edevos, make a nice little, like with Merton's sort of pointing out, it makes a nice little circle. Norden's outside of what that circle would have been, though.
Any other towns within it?
Not
That
you
we're
know,
aware of?
There's nothing there.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ask innkeeper and mayor about this, and also if there's other towns in the vicinity or whatever that we could check out.
Okay.
That's all really solid options.
Who are you asking first? Or I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, ask. You can just asking throughout the town, the people that you think of are important enough to know. You get pretty much the same response from everyone, which is we're just a small town. We mine some stuff from the mountain because you guys are at the base of a mountain. Like we mine some things, but nothing like that's ever happened here before, and there's no one can think of any reason why anyone would do that on purpose.
What's your gross GDP?
15,000 yen.
You guys
What do you-
work with yen?
What do you mine?
They mine stone. Occasionally they'll get little like veins of different precious metals, but not often.
Like a granite quarry.
Yeah, different like cobblestone, different types of other rock. Occasionally they will get like a silver or gold vein that they'll mine out, but mostly it's just stone.
It's all for that rich guy's countertop.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tiny town in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah.
Well, at the base
Yeah.
of one mountain, essentially.
At the base of a mountain. Okay.
Well,
Well, at least they know how to go up to get the stone.
Just go straight sideways. They go in.
Yeah, they go in. Yeah.
you
where
don't
you get the
worry
stone.
about this up or down stuff. They
Right
just-
out of the middle. Right out of the middle. Mountains have hearts of stone.
Oh my gosh.
Can I go find where they're chopping up that beholder?
Sure.
And I want to take one of the eye stalks.
They're like, you want this? It's
Yeah, I'm going
okay.
to put it in the bag of holding.
They give you one.
You want to dry
Are
that
you
out
looking for
first?
one that looks like better than the rest, or
Yeah, something that, like, if you saw it, people that know what beholders are, they'd go, that's a beholder eye stalk.
okay? Roll a d20 for me. See, because you guys kind of beat the crap out of it. See if
Someone
any of them
knows.
are.
Someone should try hitting it with their weapon because it'll make tournament magical.
13.
Yeah, no. I
Right.
plunge my feet
do I-
into his head. Do I get
Yeah.
magic feet?
Do I have any is that something that happens where weapons gain magic by hitting things?
No, not that you've ever heard of, anyway. 13. Yeah, you get one of the eye. Like some of them are already gone, and you can find one, but it's like and you get the eye stalk, but the eye within it is kind of exploded a bit. It's the best they got.
Mm.
Whatever. I could get something that is recognizable that if
Okay.
I was to go to someone and be like, hey,
You want
You
to
killed
piece the
this.
skin then as
Okay.
well.
and we might know where it's coming from.
All right. Yeah. I mean, especially if you were to find an expert and tell them what it was, they'd be like, oh yeah, definitely. So sure, you have an eye stalk.
Nice.
Nice.
Although I will recommend drying that thing out before putting it in your backpack.
It's going in the bag of holding. It'll be alright.
Yeah, vacuum sealed, baby.
And vacuum seal.
Alright.
I'm gonna sous vide that thing.
205 degrees for like 5 hours.
For like 5 hours, nothing like Beholder eye stock.
Yeah, dude.
It just melts in your mouth.
Just melts in your mouth, dude. Put it in there with some butter and some sage.
Go for a trip. All right, let's reconvene. Anybody have other like things you want to do here?
In this town? Yeah. But we probably should. I mean, I suppose our options are either we're going straight for these other towns and trying to put this whole thing together, or we go back and get this information, then come back and do the same thing.
We don't know about any other towns though.
These people don't know of any other towns in the area. We know about the triangle thing. What about towns within that triangle? We talked about that earlier.
Are you showing them the map and being like, what else is in this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know. I mean, they're like, well, Riolo is over here where you got, it sort of touches it, and then Plena's over here, and then Norden's outside of it a little bit. They just point to the ones you already know. Like, that's about it out here.
Very helpful.
Very helpful. Never
Not a lot
traveling
of towns
more.
out here.
Alright, guys, check me out. What if you figure out what that big crystal thing is in the middle? You go to like the Library of Alexandria or something.
Big crystal
We'll figure
thing.
that out. Yeah,
Talking
the
about
big
the
old
well,
crystal.
the gift.
Well, the GIF or whatever they were.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's time we go tell somebody about that.
We should go talk. Yeah, we can go talk to those researchers. Give them
Yeah.
what else we know, and they can keep
They've
looking
got-
into it.
A couple months to research it. Yeah.
Because by the sound of this, they're the ones that's causing all the
Yeah.
stuff.
It's probably some kind of something. I don't know.
Let's see.
Hard research.
Where the freak?
We need some thinking music, Isaac. Cue.
Da, 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 da.
Need some lo-fi hip hop beats.
Oh, there we go. Were they in Takria or Brable?
The researchers are in Brable.
Okay.
And we need to go to Takria to turn this in, right? Because Ray said Brable earlier, and that was wrong.
But we
right?
can
I meant Takria, yeah. I was
Takria.
saying-
Okay.
We can get
Takria.
between those two
Yeah,
cities,
you guys
right?
are going back to
Oh, yeah.
Brable to get to Takria is shorter because you have the thing.
Yeah, I think let's go see this out. I have a very selfish interest in figuring out what the freak happened to my dad. Let's find. Gosh, what is his name? It's so freaking cool.
What?
We could,
That
we could
guy's
go to
name.
where Sniffles or whatever his name was disappeared.
Atri Ghoul. That's it.
Tis Tuzmo's friend.
Feathers?
Oh, feathers.
Oh,
Feathers.
Sniffles.
Sniffle.
Snuffleupagus.
we could go there.
Well,
And maybe did he go into a cave or something?
No, we were just walking in the middle of a fort of like a jungle, and then he just disappeared all of a sudden. It's so strange. I'd imagine we were in the jungle, so I don't expect it to be magic, but
That's
Was that?
Is that what happened?
Who knows?
I swear there was a cave, and you were with a group of people.
That
And he
was,
was like-
there being a cave.
that was earlier.
Oh, okay. My bad. Different time.
Yeah.
Different time.
the cave was
I-
was that Atrix's story?
Yeah, I think
Sure.
so.
No.
it takes
Alright.
underground. This was like a little goblin like a encampment kind of thing, like what Atrix went in. Similar to that, except way less people, way less goblins, and so me and my group were told to go take care of the goblin thing because they were being kind of annoying. And so we went to go take it out. I was told to stay on guard, make sure no goblins got out. We were
Mhm.
told to kill them all. And so,
So Feathers went in there and killed them all.
well, it wasn't just Feathers. It was way more people. The Feathers said that everyone else died, and that we were getting chased by goblins.
Were they going in to
Eventually-
kill goblins? Is that what it was?
That's what it was.
And I remember, yeah, because it was like Feathers conveniently said that they all
Feathers
died.
and Crew
Yeah.
went inside.
Feathers
Crew
comes out.
disappeared. Feathers was like, I don't know, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
Like,
you
run
stay
away
we're
real
all dead.
fast.
Feathers,
Let's get out of
Feathers
here.
said
Here.
that they are all dead.
And then
I mean-
Feathers just disappeared while you were running away.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Feathers.
I think I know where the story's going.
Yeah.
I mean, Feathers been with me for almost my entire life, as far as I
Dude,
know.
Feathers axed all your friends, and then like.
Feathers wouldn't do that. He's been with me for most of my
Feathers
life.
wouldn't do that.
I
Oh
basically
my
grew up
God.
at that party.
So anyway,
If you
what's the
try,
plan here, fellas?
if you tried talking to them, isn't there ways of talking to people? I hear, here's one of you magic folks. I don't remember which one of you. I hear you talking to people in your heads. Can't you just talk to them?
I have to know them. Is it enough for me to go off of like a? Oh yeah, Feathers the bird guy.
There's a bird guy who murked all my friends and then bailed off into the jungle. Now I'm going, it was cosmically significant that he ran away. It's all connected, man. That's why Feathers is gone.
I would say you would have to, at the very, like, if Testuzmo has the ability to like
Draw a picture of him.
be like cast like disguise self or something and look like him, then you could do it.
Well, I
And the
can't-
wording is with a creature with which you are familiar. Yeah. No, I know this guy, dude. I've heard stories about.
Dude, you've heard
This
so many
guy.
stories about Feathers.
All right,
That stories, and they're always a different story.
every week.
Dude, it's an incredible tale.
This is
they've
how
been
tall
on.
tales start.
Yep.
And then there was this big blue ox.
Showed up.
Yep.
This
Feathers
giant
is the
guy.
big boss.
His name was Bunyan, I think. I don't know, but he was huge.
Feathers-
Onion.
Feathers than actually a dragon, and
Yeah.
that's our final boss.
Yep.
My suggestion, crew. Let's finish this out. I'm interested in figuring out where this fricker is that potentially murked my dad, but also simultaneously we can stop off with these researchers and ask them if they found anything in the last couple months, and if we want to check out Oriole, the town where you lost Feathers, we could do that.
Riolo.
That's
Riolo.
a good sequence of events that we have planned for the next a little bit of time.
He didn't lose him in town though. He lost him in the jungle somewhere.
Oh, so Riolo might have had its own thing happen or something?
He's just from Rio though.
No,
Riolo's
from
not
Riolo.
in.
He was hired by people in Riolo.
Is Riolo in that like Bermuda Triangle thing?
Yes, it's on one of the
Okay.
upper right edge.
Maybe there's a
Why
beholder
do we
there
point,
too.
Why do we point Riolo into that Bermuda Triangle?
Because it's like over here-ish.
Just because there's a town around there somewhere?
Well, and something
Riolo
that's
is
super.
the town over there.
What's significant about that town though?
That his friend Feathers disappeared
Yeah.
from the face of the earth.
At the same time that all this weirdness
Near that
happened.
town. It is near that town.
Yeah.
Yeah, near that town. In the
Listen,
forest
guys.
right outside the town.
I don't know what kind of roll. Maybe if I rolled a bunch of ones, but I don't see how Martin could see that as a cosmic event.
It is tenuous. It is tenuous at best, but you know,
that's true.
Listen, guys.
We could-
Feathers
I think right now we have a line of cosmic events, not a triangle.
Not a pattern yet.
His friend went to the store to get milk and hasn't come back.
yeah. He said, "I'll be back, Tez. I'm gonna go get a pack of smokes."
You just wait right here. Don't come
Disappeared.
looking for me if I don't come back.
Yeah, and all your friends, they're gone already.
All right.
It's tragic.
Listen, Feathers is basically my father. He's the one that taught me how to speak well.
How old do bird people get?
Not that
Is he a
old.
bird person?
Yeah, he was a Kenku.
Oh.
We can ignore Riolo then in that sequence. Let's start with finishing this out and talking to those researchers.
So what's happening now?
We're
If
going.
anyone's opposed, I think we go for that.
Yeah.
That is Chakra first.
Talk.
Head
Yeah,
back.
turn this in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot this isn't on there. So for anyone who's watching, they were here in Edavos, and then Plina is here,
Do you have one of those YouTube animations where it goes?
and Riolo's over in this general vicinity, and then the sinkhole was in this general vicinity, like it's somewhere in here.
Where's the werewolves at?
They're up here. Norden.
They're outside of our triangle, right?
Yep.
Unaffected by the Bermuda Triangle.
So we're heading back to Brable. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay. It's about 7 days of travel back to Brable. So if there's anything you want to do in that time, feel free to do it.
One of these
Otherwise,
mornings,
that will advance us.
I'm gonna sit in between Merton and dude, I gotta reread my notes. Frick.
I'm gonna ask.
Vonik. That's it.
What was that?
I'm gonna sit in between Vonik and Merton, like
Ah.
eating breakfast or something, and I'm just gonna be
Okay.
like, so do you guys like have like a workout routine or something that you both do? Like,
You looking to get jacked, boy?
I'm just looking at both of their biceps, you know, just like kind of flexing a little bit as I talk about it, but you know,
But not really.
unfortunately, not a whole lot there. So
I'm just naturally this big. I don't work out.
you don't need like no supplements or anything like that, like nothing.
Actually, I'm just messing with you. I work out all the time. This is full-time work, just keeping this physique. I have a full morning routine. Every time we get a kill, you don't see it, but I collect the bones and I grind those bones into dust, and then I put that dust into a morning drink, a concoction. That's why my bones are so strong.
How do you keep like the dust from like, you know, like coagulating or whatever? You know what I mean?
You gotta dry it real good.
You know,
I
I
do
like
things like walk for 7 days straight.
That too. We're just kind of naturally into
Walk?
it because we're walking all the time.
I guess that's true. We're doing
Lot
a
of
lot of
walking.
walking.
And look at Merton. He doesn't have to lift weights. He carries a hammer.
Yeah, like you guys, I walk too, but I mean, like,
So you just gotta do the fundamentals, man.
all right.
Squat, deadlift, bench press.
Okay. So, before we get back to Takrian on the way,
Okay.
I need to know because my notes are so like jumbled. What was the information? Was something about your father did something with the Guild of Shadows, but I can't remember the whole story.
Did I miss a beat? Are we still having breakfast?
This is out of character. I'm asking.
Oh,
you out of
okay,
character.
okay.
I'm asking basically Jace out of character. Like, what was we original? What did we talk about before? Like, what was the
Ray-
whole story?
Ray is asking Jace.
Who's
Well,
clicking
I'm
their-
asking-
their fingernails.
I'm asking you, Ryan. What was the story with your
no, I'm
character's father?
busy
Out of
learning about workout routines. No, so like my brother informed me that this particular Guild of Shadows helped my dad potentially with some of the work that he did. Is that right, Isaac?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I knew that.
And
I
I
have.
We have no
My
idea
notes-
what the potential connection is.
My notes are so jumbled. I had the dad's name, but nothing to go with it. Like, I don't even know. Like, okay.
Okay.
Well-
Proceed with your
Anyway,
Alright.
workout conversation.
I'm gonna hand my hammer over to Mouse. I'm gonna say this is different.
I'm gonna look at it and say, "Yep, sure is."
I hit that thing real hard and now it's different.
I mean, would I be able to know anything Arcana check? Because I don't have like detect magic or anything like that.
You can identify it.
Oh yeah, I can identify it. Ugh, I forgot I had that spell. It's been so long since I cast it. All right, yeah, I'll take his spell and I'll start casting identify.
Okay. Roll an Arcana
Oh.
check for me.
While he's identifying, I'm gonna be like, "Listen, man, if you want to start working out with me,
When do you do it? Like, do you do it before I wake up? Like,
first thing in the morning, dude.
21 Arcana.
21?
Every morning."
Yeah.
I cannot get my dice to come through to this.
With
tail fire.
21, this has changed from, because you identified it before for him. This has changed, and with a 21, you can see that apparently there are some magical items that will sort of evolve with their user.
Okay,
man.
I will tell him that his weapon has changed a bit.
That's super
It's-
cool. That's like that's super awesome. Bravo.
It's your
Yeah, I
same
know it's
weapon, but it's
changed.
evolved some. Do I know wait any properties that changed in this with the identify? That
Yeah, you can. It's already in his. He's got all the information already because it's
All
attuned
right,
to
so-
him, and because it evolved with him, he knows about it.
okay? So
Does
There
Merton
you go.
look
But you
different?
can tell him.
I tell you everything. There you go. It's in your. It's in your thing.
On your D&D Beyond character sheet.
When
on
you
your
say
character sheet.
evolved, like, is it alive? I kind of whisper.
You say
I don't
No, not exactly.
detect any. I don't detect sentience. If that's what you're
yeah, it's not
referring to.
sentient.
I don't
Can I
detect
overhear?
any.
Can I hear this
sentience.
conversation?
I think Martin would choose a time whenever Mouse.
Oh,
was
okay.
Yeah, I'll keep it low. I say, I don't detect any sentience in this, so I don't believe it's alive. It's just changed.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna tell Jace that you don't gotta exercise, man. Just eat some calcium. Check it out. Strong
I
shell.
just told you I grind up bones and drink it in a milkshake.
Exactly. See,
I've got
he's got
calcium.
it. See,
Is,
nice strong shell, nice sturdy strong shell. Just eat some calcium. Does the job for you.
is Teztusmo like particularly ripped as well? I mean, like Vonix
He's
a
a
Goliath. Yeah. Vonix a Goliath.
This is like
And
the
Merton
old
is just
man.
like,
This is like the old
Yeah.
man overhearing you at breakfast, going, "I used to work out.
if
Want
you're
to tell you how to
ripped
get
too,
strong
yeah.
bone?"
I just stay away from.
strength.
I stay away from workout conversations. I'm the scrawniest like human you'll ever meet.
Oh, he has 20 strength. That's,
No
that's as
muscle,
high as it
whatever.
goes.
Alright, Tez.
Who has 20?
Me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have 11.
I have 20. I have 22.
Is it like
Cheater.
Goliath strength or like Golem strength, you know? Like,
I also
wiry.
pick up
with
double
this-
the amount of a normal person because I'm so large.
I'm huge.
I'm large and in charge.
Just 3 of us with over 20 or 20 or over strength.
We're all
beasts.
very strong. We're beasts. We're just like jacked beefcakes walking into every town.
3 of you with 20 strength and 3 of you with like 10.
I'm an 8.
Yeah, mine's like 11.
It's
I'm
less
scrawny.
than 10.
I'm rocking an 8.
You have 8 strength.
Yes, you are a motley crew.
You would blow over in the wind.
Tez, where do you get calcium from?
Bone marrow. I mean,
Is that what you're doing with all those animals?
I don't think there is any calcium in.
Come here, bird. Come here, bird.
He crunches it. It wrings the life out of that thing. I need the calcium from your bone.
I need your marrow.
You just hear in the mornings, Vonix just crunching away. You're like, God.
But birds don't have bone marrow, do they? Their bones are hollow.
That's right, they're hollow.
Petey's head fell off.
That's what happened to Feathers. I caught him one morning post workout. Just ripped his head off and started sucking the marrow out of his bones.
Poor Feathers.
Alright, I'll tell you what, tomorrow morning, down to work out with you guys.
I don't work out.
Amazing.
I'll tell you how to get
Oh, no.
strong.
Yeah.
Listen,
You
What's
go
your
to
get
bed
strong.
on time, you get up early, and you listen to your elders. That's how you
Okay.
get strong.
Alright. I'll do that. I'll get up early, go to bed on time.
You stay away from
my
the daughters.
Also,
Alright.
you also
What?
gotta eat properly. Get the calcium.
Calcium, bed on time, bone grinding.
Listen,
The
Jace, if you don't want to do a
fundamentals.
lot, if you don't want to do a lot of the work, we can get you on old Roy.
Old Roy? What?
Is that like the dog food?
Yeah, the dog food. Old Roy.
Old Roy. No, the little bit of my special concoction.
What's in your special? Is this some bird bones?
Yeah, this is purified bird flesh. Great for the muscles. Steroids right from the birds.
Sounds like a lot of work. Okay.
Listen, you want to look this good? You gotta resort to crazy stuff.
I guess so. I'll start with the fundamentals, like you said.
I'll go back to carving a pipe or whatever I was doing before that. I was eating breakfast. I'm gonna finish my breakfast.
All right.
Alright.
My eggs are getting cold. We've had a conversation for 2 minutes. These things are basically ice cubes.
Next morning, I'm getting up with them.
In training,
All right.
like a man. We're gonna pick up logs.
Throw up after half an hour of it.
Yeah, just puking in the corner. I'm patting him on the back.
Just following through, coach.
Right.
I'm incredibly proud of Jace, seeing his puny frame do the workouts.
My body's like shaking.
Sometimes I'm just standing there going, he's gonna be huge one day.
I prefer swimming.
Every time you go for a lift, I'm like, lift it! Get it, bro!
It's just the bar, or the equivalent of just the bar.
Yeah.
In the wilderness.
In the wilderness, yeah. Just logs. We're just picking up logs.
Alright.
Alright. Here we go.
All right.
Where are we going?
So you
We're
guys
going
end up
to...
in Brable 7 days later. What would you like to do in Brable?
Unless anybody has anything else to do, let's just go back to the guild.
Yeah, let's just
Well, I
go-
don't know that we could. All of us should show up inside of the
Listen,
guild.
I'll explore the city a little bit. The researchers were in the other city, right?
Researchers are in Brable.
Go straight to
And-
them.
But the guild is in Takria.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Gilded Shadow is based in Takria.
If not everyone should go do that, then we send our most prime guild members to go take care of that, and the rest of us can go give this information to the researchers.
I would probably feel comfortable taking Jace, maybe one person, Jace, since that's the information we're getting. But I don't know that we should show up with more than that. A skittish bunch of people.
Listen, that's perfect. We'll go handle the other thing. It'll be over before we know it. We'll get back together. We'll meet back up in the town square.
We're in different cities though, so you guys
Just
have
make
to.
sure that they know who helped them.
Tell him the name. He's big about branding.
The nameless few.
Nameless few. We got that.
All right. So who's doing what?
Those two, they're going to turn in and get that juicy sauce on Jace's dad. We're going to take this new information over to these researchers and be like, remember that time we took you to that really scary jungle? Check out this new stuff we found.
Okay. So Mouse is taking you guys.
They're already in Brable, right?
Right.
Yeah, we're in
so
Brable.
That's where we
that
showed
same
up
day,
at.
you're just going straight there, and then Mouse and Jace are going
Well,
back
what
to tower
time-
and
what
then
time
to
did-
Takria.
Yeah.
What time did we get back to town?
We'll just call it afternoon. Sure.
Yeah, plenty of time then.
We can either do the same day or we can wait till the morning or whatever. But either way, that's the plan. Split it up, do it all in one day.
So 4 of you were going to the researchers, and 2 were going to. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we'll do the. Well, unless you can all go to the researchers if you want, unless you just are trying to do this in some sort of hurry, I guess.
No hurry. We can all go to the researchers.
Okay.
I just don't think we all go to the guild of Shadows.
Okay. So you all show up. I gotta find their names.
They are. I was just looking at them. Ragash, Ernest, and Clabe.
Not Clay.
Clabe.
There we go. Okay, so yeah, you show up at the same place that you like picked them up to leave. Knock on the door. Clabe opens the door. Which one was Clabe?
A halfling.
Okay.
Your notes. You need to send Isaac your notes.
I know, right? I gotta like integrate them into my notes somehow. He opens the door and says, "Oh, it's you guys. What's going on?"
Oh, yeah. Sorry, this is us. I got sidetracked there for a second. Hello, yonder travelers. No.
I'm gonna
NPC.
pull out the eye stock. I think
We
it's
have new
about time that we
He looks at it and sort of backs up.
ask for help.
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me?
Just bring it inside. And he, how'd you guys come in?
We'll go in there.
So that's weird. What'd you come for?
We came for this. Where's the map? Who's got the
I'll
map?
lay out the map, lay out the eye stock, and go into detail about what we just went through.
Okay.
How
Draw
it all
some
relates.
triangles, some eye juice.
They basically, the other two come in, they're talking to you. Basically, they're like, yeah, what we found out is that is some kind of portal nexus. We're not exactly sure still how it works because we couldn't stay and look at it for very long, but it seems that area is a sort of nexus point where you can travel between planes more easily. So if you have a little bit of magic adeptness, you can make those portals happen there and maybe even possibly stay there. We don't know for sure. We did some research on this, and he pulls out the piece of paper. One of those Gith had a tattoo, and it's that they I think you both took it down, and they said it's in Gith, but it turns out there's two dialects of Gith, and we don't know which one this is. So this either says what was it, Nali Shord or Shalandro. We don't know what either of those words mean. But
Don't speak the right language.
It's one of those words, that we've heard before.
yes,
Shalandro sounds familiar.
yeah, Saturn and Jace have heard that word. From
Calandro?
Roll a remembering check.
it's from the last time you saw Truth Digger.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Tumblebottom.
He says, we don't know what those are. That, though, looking over at Saturn, that looks like it's extraplanar, right?
Yes. You've read about beholders before.
That's from a beholder?
Not a whole lot of fun. But yes. Obviously.
Where That was
It was
in
excellent
Edavos?
battle. Oh, yes, that
Yes.
was in a Davis. It was controlling all the citizens. It was a whole thing, but the fight was incredible.
And you tell them about your Bermuda Triangle and everything?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we will start plugging this into what we've got, but we weren't looking that big, so that is definitely new information for us.
Maybe something is open there and things are just kind of pouring out periodically.
Maybe. I don't think it works exactly like that, but again,
On the same
new
day-
information. If you give us some time,
What if-
we can maybe
what if-
figure something out.
What if the GIF came through and when they did that, it opened up to all the realms for one split moment and something came through from a few of them?
It's possible. I mean, I don't know. Give us some time. We'll find more. And if you find anything else, let us know. Like this
Maybe
Nelly
should we-
Shord or Shalandro. We don't know what that is. If you can find anything about whatever that is.
Shalandro.
Yeah. Or Nelly Shord. We don't, like I said, we don't know.
Will you spell that, Nelly Shore?
Do what?
Will you
We
spell
it.
what was it? Nelly Shore, Shalandro, and then Nelly Shore.
Nelly Shord or Shalandro.
Nelly.
And they explain that because of the way the language is, it either reads clockwise from the top or counterclockwise from the bottom. So it's these like sort of consonant and vowel sounds. So depending on which way you read it from, it could be read either way, and they don't know what dialect it is. So one of those words means something, one of them doesn't mean anything necessarily.
Truth Digger, he overheard people saying Shalandro.
Yes.
Do you research? Do you know a little bit about the Gith? Are they able to change their form at all?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I suppose anyone with enough magic could change their form a little bit, but I don't think it's innate to them.
Are the Gith pretty magically inclined?
I would imagine that, some of them are, some of them aren't, depending on if they study or... I mean, some of you are magically inclined, so...
I think we're on a point. We start getting government officials involved in this.
What will you tell them? I mean, no offense, it seems like a good idea in theory, but having, been through bureaucracy ourselves for grants and things, you need to have something to give them.
I mean, I do have that beholder stock.
Sure, but,
and
so
I can
do
take
other
them to a
adventurers.
pit of Gith.
How are you going to convince them to go there, though? You can try.
Yeah, sure.
By all means. Don't get your hopes up,
All right.
Where did they find it again? Sorry.
Find what?
Like Shalandro. Where did they discover
That was a
that?
tattoo that was on all those Gith that you guys killed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We need to do some research on that word.
Yeah.
What it means to the Gith. Find somebody who can speak it. And what if
Capture one
some
online.
of these Gith are infiltrating towns and cities? That's why Truth
Gith-
Digger overheard them talking about it.
Are gifts common or not common around?
They're not particularly common in... I mean, you will occasionally
They
see them.
exist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But, like, big groups of them like you guys saw, none of you guys have ever seen that before.
Okay.
Yeah, what if
So we
Shalandro
could just
is...
find one in a big town. Say, hey, what's this mean?
Yeah, we could.
We see him around every once in a while.
Very occasionally.
Do we want to get further away from here? Because if they are in this city and we go, hey, what's this say? And he's like, well, crap. I have to send the hit squad after these guys.
I do think it is weird that Shalandro is something that has appeared with these two particular entities, like Truth Digger especially. It's like, ugh.
Is there any Gith Yankee or Gith in the Order? Whatever.
In the Aegis?
Yeah, that have been there for a while.
None of the higher-ups
knows.
that any of you would know.
Doesn't have to be a higher up, just anybody that's been there for longer than 6 months.
That's it.
That mouse or...
Roll a... Yeah, that's a tall ask. Roll 2 d20s for me. Either Jace or Mouse, because you guys have both.
2 d20s.
Yep. Nope.
5 and a 2.
Nope.
No. That's bad. That's really bad.
The work that like Takri official asked us to look into, that was more to do with the Guild of Shadows, right? Or no. It had more to do with like corruption in the government.
It was that they were trying to clean up crime, like get tough on crime, and they had heard about this crime ring.
The
that was
DARE
happening.
program.
Ah, okay.
So
So
we're trying to get some info
not-
on it.
Probably not related to this. For whatever reason,
Probably not.
they
There's-
asked us to look into Mr. Tumblebottom at first, just because he was kind of a creeper.
Yeah, they just wanted to make sure that he wasn't stockpiling
Okay.
weapons or something similar to that.
Yeah.
You're muted, Ray.
I'm sorry, something else was going on here.
Hmm.
Was I miss something?
No.
No, I just saw you talking. I thought you were.
Yeah, I was just dealing with something going on in the house.
And how many
Alright.
giths were there again at like the sinkhole?
You guys
Like
saw
a lot,
dozens.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it
And-
would have
and
been.
Yeah, you saw probably around. Well, at any given time, you probably saw around a dozen, but they were coming in and out of small rooms on the outsides of that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah, we might need some extra help if we go back there.
We're not the stealthiest bunch either,
We're stronger than we were.
for sure.
I don't know if we're take on several dozen giths strong.
Maybe they're not there anymore.
Maybe.
Get a closer look.
I think it'll definitely be a lot easier this time. We're not protecting anyone.
Yeah, freaking nerds aren't
Yeah.
slowing us down.
Yeah, we
Maybe
don't
we
got
find-
nerds.
We can
Man,
find
maybe we
some
can get help
more,
from Atrix.
more evidence.
Yeah, we do need more evidence for sure. And I guess, yeah, we could look for Atrix when we go back.
I guess we could look for
You can add
Commit
him,
into
to
his,
add him to your soup and get a little extra bone marrow.
Yeah.
He's
Go
actually
all
the new
bone
emperor of those goblins.
Yeah.
He's already goblin soup.
Cilantro.
Wasn't there
Okay.
something weird about that goblin camp too? Take me back. Was there nothing? There's like a big giant monster or something.
You don't know.
They had
Or like the tree, the magic tree?
Saturn's the only one that might know, because he was the only one that stuck around to try to watch, and he didn't see all of it.
I just heard it, right?
Yeah, you just heard something real big moving.
And crunching.
Atrix knows. You should find him.
that was in our Bermuda Triangle, wasn't it?
I'm gonna send a message
It was
to
actually,
Atrix.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I'm gonna send a message to Atrix.
If he is alive, you'll respond. Why did we not think of this earlier? We would have just been exploring around without him.
Brilliant. Alright.
He's out there lost in the jungle somewhere.
Alright. I'm sending this. I'll say, hey there, buddy.
Hey.
Doing okay? Been a little bit. Not sure what happened. Just want to see if you're okay. It's Chase.
6, 4 if you want him.
You got words to respond.
You can reply. Mentally.
Mentally, okay. You wait a little bit. There's a pause. And nothing. Nothing happens.
Oh,
He's probably sleeping. It's late.
Ugh. Well,
Dang,
He's
I was
probably
hoping
dead,
to-
but that's okay.
for Isaac to text me.
that thing was in. He's the leader now. He doesn't even speak common anymore.
Like freaking Jace. Abandoned me. Well, should we go hit up the guild? Or is
Yes.
there anything? Wait,
That-
where's Mr. Tumblebottom? Do we want to ask him about this, or do we want to like confirm, like, yo, by the way, extra weird stuff happened?
That's a.
He's in Takrio.
Oh. I'm gonna sit that one out. You guys can handle him.
I don't like that guy.
I'm
I
not
don't know
really a
if we
big fan of that
need
guy.
to or not, but
I mean, can you give us any more information?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, okay, what's the Shalandro?
And he didn't. We asked. He didn't know. He just said
He
he's
didn't know
sort of
anything.
around town.
Okay.
Where did he hear it from? What did the people look like? What position in the town was he when that happened?
Let's go ask him.
He had to have taken track. If he's walking around taking note of that kind of thing, he's like doing whatever the magical equivalent of dropping a pin on your iPhone is.
He has a wall with all the lines, like
He has a map of the city and he has it all
thumbtack
mapped out. Yeah.
thin packs and strings going everywhere.
He probably has a set route that he takes.
Yeah, you guys have seen like the thumbtacks and strings are not on a map. It's just on like things that he thinks are related. So who's going where and first?
We got Mr. Tumblebottom if we want, but we've definitely got the Guild of Shadows.
Yeah.
Why don't you head
Okay.
to the guild first and
Okay.
We can have a
Mouse?
nice relaxing day out.
Lead the way,
We'll meet-
sir.
We'll meet back up later in the evening here in Brable, or you guys can go to the tower.
is there a library in Brable?
Yeah.
Takria has the big one.
I'll go
Takria's
to. I'll have you take me to Takria, and I'm gonna go try to find somebody to help me read some Git.
Okay.
Wait, is there a big university at any of these places?
I mean, Takria is the place for the mega mines. There's an Aegis library at the
Yeah.
in all
That's
the
a
major
school.
cities.
We go to
The Aegis is
Takria.
the school.
We go to Takria. We go to the school. There's got to be some kind of like linguistics expert at the largest school in the world, right? They could probably tell us what this means.
Yeah, I mean,
You
there's
can ask.
there's plenty of people who can cast tongues or
That too.
other spells that can let you read.
But if you're
things.
talking,
It's not like Gith don't exist around here, so I mean, it can't be that hard to find language.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if we ask an expert, it'll just be easy peasy, one and done. We don't have to worry about them being a secret agent or anything.
Or do you?
You can ask.
Or maybe they
Traylor.
do. Yeah. Yeah, we could ask Traylor. We ask him everything else.
Trailer's pretty sharp.
Smart guy.
He knows everything. Across 2 campaigns.
Well,
He's Deckard Cain.
it's quite a treasure you have there. And
And
then
that's a rod.
drawing of a
Ooh.
tattoo.
Stay a while and listen.
Okay, so we're doing the Guild of Shadows?
Yeah, do
Guild
that.
of Shadows.
Just
Let
Mouse
them
and
go do
Jace?
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and whoever's going to Takria can tag along with us.
I'll go to Takria.
Go to Takria.
Everyone else is going. I'll tag along.
I think they're going to the library, right?
Yeah,
To look
that's
up
where,
Shalandra.
Okay, so we'll do. Well, what are you looking for at the library? Just Gith stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
This stuff and maybe some stuff on the portals.
Okay. And what specifically on portals? Just anything you can find, or
Just like instances where they are accidentally opened, and maybe if they get open, how to close them.
okay. Go ahead and make me for the Gith thing. You don't really need to roll anything. Easy enough to find, like language books. It is a bit of a mystery as to which dialect this is, though, as there's not really a way to tell just from the picture that the drawing that you have. So yeah, it's either an Alisha Ord or Shalandro. And given the fact that you guys have heard the Shalandro before, it's likely Shalandro. But yeah, it's one of those two dialects. You don't know which one.
I want to try and find a translation, and I'll find a translation for both if possible.
Looking through, you don't find any words like that. So likely this is a proper noun.
Oh, so it's like a being or an entity or something?
Yeah, if you're spending a couple hours looking through language books and stuff, yeah, you don't find anything. So likely a proper noun. Make me an investigation check for the planar stuff. And if you're asking for help from the librarian, you can use advantage.
I will. Mm, 13. 16.
16. Yeah, with the help of the librarians, you do find some things about like fairly old books that speak of different ways that when summoning something from that is big, and this usage of the word big could mean physically or just powerful. You're not sure. But when summoning something big from another plane, sometimes it causes ruptures in other planes. So that is kind of, with a 16, that's kind of what you get. So that may be helpful, but that's about what you can find.
Can I try and look at like the culture of like the GIF?
Yeah, easy enough to find. There are the two dialects come from basically it looks like, and there's not a ton about this, but I mean what the library has is easy to find. Two different sects of Gith. They sort of split off at one point. One sort of going their own their way of more doing things on their own and freedom, and one sort of following a different entity. It doesn't state what the entity was. Trying to see if it would say anything about. Yeah, that's about it, and that's really old. I mean, that's their culture from a long time ago. So things have likely changed since then. But that is what you can find.
Does it say anything about them being like a peaceful race?
It's the different the two sort of large sects. One of them, the one that sort of went off on their own, is more well, again, and this is like, written by someone who's not necessarily one of them, so take it with a grain of salt. But it's one of them was more into like mindfulness and that kind of thing, and one of them was more into like almost like a military strength. The one that was going to follow this entity was more the military-ish one. That's a sort of Cliff's Notes version of what you can find.
Okay, so do I find anything about them like really into other beings?
What do you mean?
So like, do I find anything about them like trying to raise I gotta figure out how to word this.
Oh, like summon things through portals?
Yeah.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. I think
Something else?
no.
Okay. Jace and Mouse. Mouse, you're going to the
tap potential.
The tapped potential. What do you do?
I'm going to go up to the barkeep and
What do you want?
hang on. My soul slides away.
He looks at you. Don't look back in anger.
Not today.
He just sort of turns around and says, "Come with me." Takes you back to the place that you've been before. Actually, Mouse and Jace, make me... No, never mind. Okay, so yeah, he takes you down. Let me get you over to that map so we can see it.
As we're going down, I'm gonna whisper to Jace, careful here. Don't say anything to people that you don't want them to know. Just be careful in here.
Jace just nods.
Okay, Jace and Mouse. I can morph yourself out of that. There we go.
You're right.
All right. You guys come in, and you see Graven over in that same seat that appears to be his seat, and he is there again today.
All right, I'm just going to
He
approach
sees,
him.
he sees
and-
you enter and looks in your direction. And he says something to the person that's sitting at his table, and they get up and leave. He looks at you
All right.
expectantly.
All right, I'm head over to his table, and I start by saying, let's see.
Right as you get there, he
So
says, I see you found what I asked for.
I assume they made it back in one piece.
He says, indeed. Have a seat.
All right, take a seat, and I'll say this is one of my adventuring companions. His name's Jace. Very trustworthy.
He looks you up and down. He says, you're
Me
a
or
son,
Jace?
aren't you? Jace.
Oh, okay.
I'll just ask, what do you know about my father?
I liked him.
Oh.
Paid his bills on time. We helped him out a few times. What else do you want to know?
What happened to him?
That, I am not certain. Last we heard, he was just doing normal work, but we haven't heard from him in a while. We did hear the Emancipators had someone. We didn't know who, but I'm judging by the look on your face. It was your dad. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, what happens with the Emancipators?
Generally, if the Emancipators get someone, they either immediately... what's the word I'm looking for? Not repent. Denounce their patron, or they don't, and then usually they die. We used to keep better track of them, but we hadn't worked for your father in a while. Kind of lost track of the Emancipators.
So you were helping him avoid them.
Mostly we were helping people who he asked us to help avoid them.
Okay. How long had you known my father? How long were you working with him?
Off and on for years. We weren't the only people he used. Just usually when he would come through Takria, he would use us.
I can say that you helped save lives, and I'm grateful for that. He was grateful for that.
I know exactly how grateful he was. He always paid his bills.
Do you know a man named Atron Ghoul?
Yeah, it's the leader of the Emancipators here.
Do you know where I can find him?
And like I said, we kind of lost track of him. Although, seems you, was it just you two? Have done me quite a favor.
Well, we have a whole party. I didn't bring them down here.
I appreciate your discrepancy, but I do like to know who I'm working with.
Easy enough. That can be arranged.
Well, I'd like to see them whenever you get the chance. I do normally offer a bit of compensation for people who do work for me. Your father was no exception.
We can get them here now.
Bring them.
I'll say it, Jason. I'll say it out loud. Jace, can you cast sending and send a message to our companions to head
Yeah.
to the tapped potential?
He stops
I'll
you, says, that's fine, if that's what you want to do. But if you could meet them upstairs, I don't really like people looking around like tourists outside of my establishment, if you understand.
All right, we'll get them. We'll bring them back.
All right. See you
So
shortly.
we'll take our leave and we'll go get our companions.
Okay. As you guys are all coming back, can I get everyone to make me a perception check?
boy, I'm good at this.
Perception check. Just +1.
24.
I am not rolling very good today.
That's what.
Ow!
Fine.
And then, Jace, can I get you to make one more for me since that was your first time in the Guild of Shadow?
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
22.
22 out of 24.
So the 22 is for inside the Guild of Shadow. When you were down there, you noticed all the things that basically I told Mouse before, but you were able to see some of the figures moving around up on the catwalk. I mean, with the 22, you know you didn't see all of them, but you counted at least like half a dozen.
Okay. And they're like security, right?
Yeah, it appears
Armed,
they
I
are.
assume.
Yeah, like ranged weapons,
Yeah.
hoods,
Mhm.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
And on the way back, 2 natural 19s and a natural 20. The three of you, Saturn, Jace, Testuzma wouldn't know. So Saturn and Jace, you guys, just for a split second, you see a human. It doesn't clock with your brain immediately, and you have to do a double take. And when you look back, he's gone. But you see a human, long hair and a ponytail, scar down the left side of his face. Looks just like that statue.
Flipping the statue back in Plena?
Yep.
Well, frick.
Of the hero?
Yep.
That guy was like old, right?
They saw him where? In the town or in
He
the
would
Guild
have
of
been.
Shadows?
He should have been pretty old, but he looked just like the statue.
Dude, freaking give chase on that.
Now you turn around and look again, and he's gone.
No, no trace.
Like just lost in the crowd. Make me one more perception check to see if you can spot him. Jace and Saturn.
I'll do Tides of Chaos for this. So, advantage.
22.
+5, so 21.
Yep. Unable. It would have taken a natural 19 or 20 for you guys to find him.
I'll cast Sending.
Okay.
Send him a message.
Okay.
You
Because
saw him,
I've
you're
seen
familiar.
him, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll cast Sending. I'll reach out to him. Reginald Booley.
Bowley.
Bowley.
Booley! That's
I wrote
Boo
down
Radley.
Bowley. Like, Reginald Bowley. Stop. We need your help. That's you. I know it's you. We've seen the statue. Please.
You get back. Whoever this is, you don't know me. Forget about me.
I'll share that with the party.
I'm sorry, who?
Perfect. I'm sorry.
Reginald Bowley, when we first met, all of us in Plena, we were assaulted by ghosts in this town, and there was a statue of Reginald Bowley, and he looked exactly like that, but according to their local folklore, he should be much older than that.
I'm gonna have my sprite turn invisible and fly up and start searching, and I'm gonna start looking through its eyes.
Okay, give me a perception check.
But I have still seen him since I got that crit.
Oh,
I mean, you would have noticed him, but like it was just like looks like every other person in the crowd because you had nothing to compare it to. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people walking around.
I'll just have him keep standing, but not seeing anything.
Okay, another few seconds, you guys arrive at the tapped potential. Or you say the password and they let you in. You go downstairs, talk to Graven. Graven says, so this is the whole party?
This is it.
Alright, well, as I stated before, I do like to make an offering to those who do successful work for me. Keeps them interested in coming back. We have an artist that works for me. If any of you are into body art, we can give you a bit for free.
Jace laughs because he's chatted the frick up.
Oh wait, yeah, so am I.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
He says,
Would they be magical in nature?
yes, but not detectable by most means.
Perfect.
He raises his finger and like does one of those come here things. He says, would you take this fine group of people back to see our artist? And he just nods and says, follow me. They take you back through some doors. So that was supposed to be over there. Yeah. There are more doors over on this side. It takes you back through doors over on that side. And you guys all can choose a magical tattoo that you do have to attune to. You can choose from Absorbing, Barrier up to Rare, Illuminators, Lifewell, Masquerade, Shadowfell Brand, or Spellwrought.
Yeah, I need to.
If you go to D&D Beyond and go to, or I can just read them to you because it may not show up. If you go to Magic Items and type in Tattoo, it will come up. So, Absorbing gives you resistance to one damage type of your choice: Acid, Cold, Fire, Force, Lightning, Necrotic, Poison, Psychic, Radiant, Thunder.
Okay.
Barrier up to Rare, which I don't know why you'd take any less than that if you're doing that, gives you an AC of 15 plus your Dex modifier, a maximum of 2.
Okay.
The Illuminator's tattoo lets you can write with your fingertip as if it were an ink pen that never runs out. As an action, you can touch a piece of writing up to 1 page in length and speak a creature's name. The writing becomes invisible to everyone other than you and the named creature for the next 24 hours. The Lifewell tattoo gives you necrotic resistance, and when you would be reduced to 0 hit points, you instead drop to 1, and that property can only be used once per dawn. The Masquerade tattoo lets you cast Disguise Self once per day. And the Shadowfell Brand tattoo, you get Dark Vision out to 60 feet, and you get advantage on stealth checks. And when you take damage, you can reuse your reaction to become insubstantial for a moment, halving the damage you take, and then that can't be used again until the next day. And then the Spellwrought tattoo is you can pick a spell between cantrip and 5th level, and you can use it, but once you use the spell, the tattoo goes away. So it's just a one-time spell use. Up to 5th level.
Okay, so which one was the have necrotic one?
The half resistance to necrotic, and the when you would be reduced to 0, you drop to 1 instead.
Yeah.
That is the life well tattoo.
Okay. I'll take that one.
I typed the list out in the campaign
Yes.
business. Is this something that we could pick between sessions?
Sure.
Okay.
And then while you guys are back there getting them, you see Paraphane comes up and he's like, "Hey, I hear you did it, Mouse."
Yeah, we managed to kill a beholder to do that.
And he's sort of talking to you while you guys are sort of presented the choices, and no one else is around except for Paraphane. He says, "Hey, that's great." And he starts chit-chatting with you, and then among that chit-chat, he says, "Hey, did you know that Ivia is a real person?
Say that again?
Did you know that Ivia, like whenever people say you don't want to end up like Ivia, she's a real person. I didn't know that."
I did not know that either.
Yeah, I guess some people think that she's got some sort of like big treasure hoard of really cool stuff, but no one really knows where it is. I overheard Graven talking about it. He thinks that like it's somewhere around where she used to grow up, but they've looked all over and they can't find anything.
And where did they think she grew up?
Well, they don't know. That's what they've looked all over for. It's like hidden information. I think maybe only the Aegis has files on that, but we can't get in there.
I can look into it. Try to.
What would you do?
I have some.
Would you go
I have
find
some
it? That would be amazing.
I have some contacts in the Aegis. I can look into the information.
Well, if you find
we'll
it, I mean, I don't know what you want to do with it, but I know Graven would like to know about it, but I can also see maybe where you wouldn't want to tell Graven, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. We'll see what information I find, if any, before we go anywhere with that.
Yeah, okay. I just thought it was cool. I didn't know. I thought it was just a proverb,
Yeah.
What tattoo?
But
are you
how
gonna
about?
get?
I'm thinking the Shadowfell brand.
Yeah, I got the Masquerade one. It's real nice for sneaking around,
Yeah, well, these human eyes of mine don't see very well in the dark, so this could be helpful.
Yeah, mine aren't great, but good enough.
What level was the spell rot?
Up to 5th level, but again, it's a one-time use thing. So once you use the spell, the tattoo goes away.
Yeah.
So, Paraphane, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard the word Shalandro? Anywhere?
Let me make a roll. It says, that does sound familiar. Can't place where I've heard it, though.
Well, keep your ears open. If you hear that word, just let me know where you heard it at and in what context.
Sure.
Appreciate that.
No problem, Mouse.
And if you ever need our help, with anything, you know where to find me.
I just think it's great that I can, hang out with you down here now.
Yeah,
It leaves a lot of
it's
tension.
pretty cool. Considering how we parted ways when we were younger.
Right?
You leaving me to be captured.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
well,
I'm kidding.
Sorry about that still.
I would have ran too. I don't blame you. We were young and not so wise.
Yeah. He just sits there and chit chats with you guys while you guys are deciding. But and you guys, the rest of the party you guys can overhear that conversation. He isn't trying to be quiet to you guys. What would you? Oh, you guys also level up to 9 after doing this.
Nope.
So again, that's something you can do in between sessions if you like as well. But is there anything else you would like to do here?
I'm gonna have it say shell in Aquarion.
Okay.
That's what it's gonna say. It's gonna be awesome. And plus, I want it to be covered up. I don't want it to be like shown all around. Everyone doesn't like tattoos.
Okay.
He's only doing it because it has magic.
Okay. So, yeah, if you have trouble adding it, let me know and I can help you out. But
If we do the absorbing one, do we choose the color, or are you doing it?
no, you can choose it. He does all the work for you. So,
Okay, I'm taking the absorbing tattoo.
okay. Did you? I mean, that's fine, but I wanted to make sure did you read all the stuff that your weapon does now?
Oh yeah, I can do that. That's right. I can pick that, can't I?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, what's the one I picked? What's it called?
I think the one you picked is called the Lifewell Tattoo.
Okay. What magic property is it? Is it common?
It is very rare.
Yeah, Lifewell's very rare.
Color is that? Is the blue?
Purple.
Okay.
Which one's very rare?
Lifewell.
Lifewell.
I see. Add it.
And these are all you attune to them, and if you unattune to them, they just disappear. Unlike what the actual description says, where it just like it's a needle that you carry around with you. You get it on you, and then if you unattune to it, it disappears.
It's gone for good.
Yeah.
Okay, I will attune to it.
I don't know how you want to do this, but at some point I would like to talk to Graven again.
Sure. I mean, you can do that right now. That's fine. You're down there, so.
Yeah. Graven, what would it take to find Atron Ghoul?
Well, seeing as how we have a nice relationship now, what do you need from him?
Justice.
I see. Well, I typically like to keep those that I occasionally employ a little safer than that, but if that is what you want, I can put out feelers for him.
Well, my father's not very safe now, so.
That is true. I understand your want for your so-called justice. I can look.
With Atron's demise, justice will be served, but many people will be kept safe too. Safer, at least.
Well, it won't take me much to look. If all you're looking for is a general location.
I just need to find him. I'll take care of the rest.
Very well. Give me some time. A couple weeks maybe. I'll find out where he is. But this is the end of my generosity.
Very well. That's all that I need. I'll speak with the others in Mouse, of course, too. But if you are looking for talent, we may be able to provide that.
Sure. If you're ever looking to run some things, I don't have anything really at your pay grade right now.
Sure.
But I can
Thank you.
always pay you a little less than what you might make on some of your other work to make deliveries. If you're looking for some scrap.
We'll keep it in mind for sure. Thank you, Graven.
He just sort of gives you that hand and looks down, is up at you.
How do you get a hold of people, by the way, if you're to find him?
I'm not sure what you mean.
If you find Atron, how will you let me know?
I have people who can. You were about to send a message. I know how that works.
Yeah.
I have people who can do that.
Perfect. Good. Okay.
I don't know if you've noticed, but and you look at and he like just does like a gesture with his hand. You look around and like all the flames in here are not producing heat. They're all magical.
Right.
He's like, "Do you see any Aegis down here?"
Fortunately, no.
And he just sort of gives you a knowing. I've gotten around that shit. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Lastly, I've got things to see to, but once it's finished, are there other people like my father? Smuggling people like him that you work with?
He was the only one that I knew doing that. I'm sure there are others, but none of them that are using my services.
Alright. Well, once we're all done here, maybe I'll have something to return to.
Let me know. Always glad to hear about business opportunities.
I stand up, tap the table, and walk toward the rest of my party.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do? Either down here or anywhere? Takria, Brable, wherever?
No. I think we're good. Wait, did I say something earlier? I don't remember. If so. So no.
So what's our plan when we come back? Like, are we
Oh, we were gonna go to, or did we solve that?
are we checking out the hole in the ground thing where the Gith were? Is that what we're gonna do?
So,
Yeah.
we've got that. We can check out this Ivia stuff. Otherton.
We were gonna try to get the. Wait, did I just totally miss something because I wasn't paying attention? Translating the word we found.
He
Go to a
already,
university in Takria.
he
Okay,
already did that.
fantastic. I did miss that.
What else? Finding Saturn's parents, confronting Saturn's adoptive father, finding my mom. A lot of family stuff.
I thought we were gonna look more into this triangle thing. Or are we just waiting
Yeah.
on that?
No, I'm just listing off stuff to do, and that's one
Gotcha.
of them for sure.
The triangle
Yeah.
thing leads us to the big hole in the ground where the Gith were, right?
Yeah.
That's what.
I
If
think
we want to head,
I think that
That's
would be
my
the
vote.
most immediate.
And I
do we
don't-
head back to the sinkhole then, or?
Well, yeah, we can head out in the morning.
I don't know how high up on your list you would want to put it, but I don't know if I've given you the impression that I wanted to give you. The Ivia, as far as any of you know, it was a incredibly powerful wizard.
Yeah, like didn't Merton's daughter was researching her or something?
Yes.
So
Might,
that'd be the first place to look.
Before we leave, I think I'd probably go. Well, we can do this next time, but probably go find Marcellus and talk to him about that.
About Ivia?
Yeah. So for
Um,
next time, not tonight.
It's a pretty
probably.
quick answer, so we can do it real
Okay.
quick. He just basically says, "Oh yeah, she was real for sure. you can't really. All those files are they're secret. You can't look at them unless you have certain clearances. But yes, she was real.
Do you know what area of the world she lived in or
Nope.
resided
no
in?
idea. Like I said, all those files are sealed away.
Didn't know, maybe, legend has it type thing.
Oh, I mean, there's conflicting legends. Who knows? I don't know anything for sure, though.
Okay. I won't be able to get much out of that because I'm not that high in there.
Yep, but you do know someone who was researching it, so...
Yep, we do.
We will pick up from there next time in 2 weeks. I don't think we're doing anything next week, but in 2 weeks we'll be back to this, and then we may do another mini. I don't know. We're still talking about it. But
Still talking about it.
thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Hi, everyone.
See ya.